Welcome to Chaotic Exposure. This is episode 2. I'm Whiskey along with Dragon and Neil. How's it going, fellas?
What's up?
How's it going? What's up?
So, I'm kind of thinking since I'm starting the podcast this week, maybe we can all start with a shot
I'm ready.
Oh no.
of Fireball.
Oh, we should say this. Dragon, have you ever had a shot of Fireball before?
No, I do not drink. So I'm not sure what to do. If I should
Okay.
swallow all the way or taste it or swish around like mouthwash. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that with cinnamon.
No,
Oh.
just it's your first one,
You
man.
have
Take
your
it up.
shot? Are you ready?
I like the smell.
Go. Ooh.
No.
Oh my god, I think Dragon's gonna throw up.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You feel it there, buddy?
That's kind
I'll
of
get you going.
all right.
It warms you up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to take this hoodie off now because
I'm
I know
ready.
it's coming
That
hot
woke
once
me
we
up.
started. So let's while I'm trying to take this off, Dragon or Neil, whoever wants to go, what's been going on this week?
Well, I just want to start with how Neil brought the devil to our Discord because he bought this like demon Muppets last week, and then the same day that like this devil dude comes in the Discord like with a bunch of like devil gifts, and I was like super disturbed that like I live right across the a church, and I was outside in the morning watering, and I saw the pastor walking by, and I was trying to make noise like so to get his attention. I was like, I was like, I was like clearing my throat like super loud, and then and then I was tempted to like kick my daughter, make her cry that way to get his attention.
What in the world?
But like that's why I was like super paranoid. I don't know. I believe in all this like demon stuff, so I
So
wanted to
Neil
ask
brought the
him
demon?
for some like holy water or something. But then I realized that it's not Catholic church, so they don't have that kind of stuff.
Actually, we don't have to go there, but that's actually not totally true. Like in the Bible, it talks about anointing someone with oil and praying for their healing. I'm a pastor of a church. Now you guys all know that. Family pastor. I was a youth pastor. Now I do the youth and children's ministry at a church plant that started 10 months ago. That's my part-time job, which any pastors out there that listen to this kind of stuff know that means it's full-time, but you just don't get paid for full-time. But I love it. It's great. Love working with the teenagers and all that stuff too. It's a lot of fun. But the Muppets of Mayhem, shout out to those guys, man. They put out such a freaking cool collection. It's so funny. It's like evil Muppets. It's like Kermit getting possessed and like coming for you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so such a cool project. And this devil guy shows up, and I don't know what
The
the
same day.
same day.
So you summoned him to our Discord, and
Yeah.
it's like he shares these like gifts that just like stay with you. Like they're terrifying gifts.
Okay, let me set you up for failure. I gotta look up the name of it.
Oh, the TV show?
Yeah.
So Neil is notorious for asking me if I've seen a show, and he knows that I just don't watch TV that much anymore, and that's hence the setting me up for failure.
Yeah. Oh man, where is it? The Devil Goes to L.A. I've watched the whole series. It's embarrassing that I
No,
can't.
I've not. Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Lucifer.
No, I've not. No.
Lucifer,
Netflix?
yeah. It looks
No,
horrible.
I've not watched it.
It's so good.
No.
Well, if there's anything that's going on in our Discord, I will pass because those are the gifts that are like freaking me out. So I will say I watched it just from our Discord.
It's like the devil
Yeah.
came to Las Vegas, or yeah.
No,
and-
once you buy those NFTs, you open gates, and
You
that's
let the
what
devil in
happened.
your wallet.
Yeah, you brought him over there.
Maybe. I don't think that's quite how it works, but I will say the Puppets of Mayhem are super awesome. I didn't even know anything about it. It honestly was probably the sketchiest thing I've ever done in the space. Because I did no research at all, and I used my Misfits wallet to connect to their D app and Mint, which is
Don't do that.
you're not supposed to do that. Like, again, this isn't a podcast for education, unless you want to learn
Obviously.
what not to do. But totally,
Yeah,
just
but they're pretty cool.
yeah, yeah. And I've learned a lot about them since, and I did know somebody. I knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody. So I felt like
That seems legit.
yeah, yeah.
So beyond that, what else has been going on, Neil?
Yeah. So one of the things I do in the Web3 space, and I'm really thankful that Whiskey has kind of really blazed the trail on it, is I accepted a position a while ago to be the community manager of the Mooneyzens NFT project.
Yeah.
That's coming up pretty soon.
Woo.
And been able to kind of take a master class on what that looks like for our girl over here who just kills the game.
Don't follow me. I'm lost too.
I think everyone is, and that's the beauty of it. But that's been going on. Ooh, Dragon, talk about the other thing we've been doing.
The other thing. Oh,
yeah.
the poker tournament?
Yeah, the club.
Yeah, so we started a poker tournament club, and what we do is we take donations, and with the donations we buy the floor of the Misfits for now, and then we have the whatever Misfits we buy, we use them as a prize for whoever wins.
Yeah.
And then last night I won somehow.
Yeah,
Oh,
you did.
congratulations.
Freaking
Yeah,
awesome, Dex.
And I just learned
So-
how to play poker like 3 weeks ago, like a month. I think it's been a
Dragon
month.
has been shredding poker. Like,
Deadly.
it's not uncommon for him to have like over 100,000. It's ridiculous how quick he learns and caught on.
On the
So-
table, that's
Yeah,
like we
pretty
start
lucky.
with like 20,000, right? So that's 5x just for
Yeah.
Right. So the poker tournament that you guys do weekly, people can follow it on Twitter. What's the name?
Let me look up the official at. I'm the one who made it, so it's embarrassing that I have to look it up.
And this is not a endorsement from any project or anything affiliated with the project. It's just community members having some fun and being productive with the use of their donations.
Yeah. Well, and just to speak to that, it's the Basement Party Club. That's the at. I got 19 followers. It's new. People that want to join it. It's just a club to gain access to the night's game. You donate, and then the winner gets NFTs. The thing about it, like, so Whiskey Dragon and myself are all people that, like, for the Misfits, monitor the OpenSea, and we don't care like about floor price. Us three, as far as there are different types of people that buy NFTs out there, right? Some buy to make money, and yes, I think everyone does, but like when we're talking about Misfits, we don't care about the floor price. Like, that's not our motivation at all. But we do care about how the project looks, and so us three particularly will often kind of hold it down if there's anything going on in the secondary market on OpenSea, like someone dumps on the floor or somebody does this or that. We make sure we kind of hold our own, you know what I mean, just so that new people look at it and don't get weirded out by what they're
especially
seeing.
with still minting, with us still minting and stuff and it being under mint. Yeah,
we don't want to see that, right? And I'm sure both of you could agree that it's sometimes a little stressful if it's not going super great, and maybe it's the wrong time for you, right? Like, it's a lot of weight to carry, but it's a community's job to carry it, I think, to some extent. Obviously I would never tell anybody what to do, but like, I think it's part of my job as a community member of the Misfits protect it. You know what I'm saying? And not let somebody dump on the floor, especially in the middle of mint. So what this kind of concept is that we're doing is we're trying to basically have some fun with our friends because we have friends that like poker. Spending 0.005 ETH, that's what we've been doing lately. It's about $6 to play a game together, and then all that funds just get recycled into to sweeping the floor of the Misfits and giving them back away as giveaways. I mean, it's just a way to like $6 a couple times a week is a lot less money than. I mean, I think I bought the other a month or so ago. Somebody kind of just dumped all over the floor, and everyone has their own reasons. I'm not attacking them for that, but I bought like 7 of them. Probably should have bought none of them, but you know what I mean.
And poor Baz, it's always Baz. Like he's always the one on the floor. He just can't catch a break. But that's cool that you guys have that going on too.
That's a lot of fun.
So I did something fun and completely out of my element, and I was a little bit like allowing myself to be vulnerable, which I don't like to do and probably won't do it again. But I got invited onto the Crypto Bros and Holly Girl podcast last Friday, and that was a lot of fun. It's gotten a lot of views. I mean, I've watched it once. I'm just kind of like, once you see yourself once, you're good type thing. But the support from everybody has been amazing, and I'm glad I got to go
awesome.
on. The taste test was nasty shit.
Oh man,
Nasty.
that sounded horrible.
Oh my god. So I hate the smell of fresh cut grass. Like it's atrocious.
Whoa.
And they send me a bottle of grass soda that I had to drink. It was awful. Like you smell it and oh god, it instantly turns your stomach. I told them before we started filming that I was so glad I was not hungover because that absolutely would have made me throw up. It was bad. It just stayed with you. Like it coated your mouth and it stayed with you. It was bad. But I was really nervous to be on. It's not my thing. And then as soon as I met them and we started recording, they're just, I mean, Holly's amazing anyways. And I knew her, so I was comfortable. But then the bros were just so awesome. Plus they're in Kansas City, which I didn't know. I should have known that, but I didn't. Which go Chiefs. I will totally go out there and party with them sometime. Don't you shake your head, Neil, with your go pack go shit. Nobody wants to hear about your Packers.
Nobody wants to hear about the Chiefs either, though.
I disagree.
It is go pack go. They've been a team longer than the Chiefs, so deal with it.
Okay. Because you're older?
Yeah. Also because I'm older. Am I the oldest one on the podcast?
Yeah, probably.
How old are you, Dragon?
25, 26.
How many years have you been 25?
Good.
9 years.
That's what I
10
thought.
years.
You're
9
older.
years. No. 34.
Okay, we're the same age.
Oh, okay. So you
August.
both are the old
That's
fogies.
privileged information.
It's NDA that's gonna go out on Spotify.
No, Whiskey, you killed it on that podcast. You did so good. I felt like you really did represent the Misfit community really well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, you're awesome.
Except for the part that she loves Dex.
Oh my god.
It's
You know,
all
as
about
soon as they
Izzy.
asked that, I'm like, oh my god. And then Kanoa comes out right away and is like, I stopped listening when she said Dex. I'm like, I knew it was gonna come. I knew it.
We all know that Trip is the best character in the Misfits.
No, Izzy is the greatest. Trip.
But I will say it did feel really good watching you drink that grass soda. That was pretty cool.
After I said Dex is best, to have me drink that horrible stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It wasn't as weird as that one bro that I should have wrote his name down. I feel really bad that I didn't.
Craig that like chugged it.
Yeah, and he bought a Misfit too.
Yeah. As soon as he drank that, I was like, "Oh, you're weird. I like you." Like,
yeah.
like you're gonna fit in perfect. And then when he bought a Misfit afterwards, I'm like, "Oh, cool. You're family now."
So shout out to Craig. Welcome to the community, sir.
Yeah. Welcome to
Pick
us weirdos.
Team Izzy. That's the best team.
Whatever.
No, it's Trip.
While we're on the subject of disagreeing, in Discord this morning there was a conversation about donuts, right? which got me in the mood for donuts, and I don't even eat them that often, but I need to know our friendship is on the line. Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme?
I mean, there's only one answer here.
Obviously.
Everyone's really apprehensive to say it.
They are, yeah. I mean,
Right.
it's obviously the right answer is Krispy Kreme. If you're a
Correct.
Dunkin' Donuts fan, we're not friends.
Like, okay, well,
No.
it's like hating on candy corn. We don't have to hate on donuts. Donuts are
Yes.
still good. But Krispy
No.
Kreme is a perfection of a donut.
It's like melt in your mouth. Like,
Mm.
so
That
good.
light
Yep.
comes on.
I've only had
Like-
it once.
You like
Like-
Dunkin' Donuts more?
No, there's no Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme anywhere. Like I think they're the closest is like an hour away.
That's not far.
So,
So
oh,
I
that's
think we
pretty
need to
far
do a
for me.
poll. I'm gonna do a poll on our Twitter and see what people say.
If you do, I feel like we do have to shout out. I don't know how many Canadian fans we have, but they don't have either one of those. They have Tim Hortons.
Okay,
It's just
so
as
we'll have
big
3
as-
options.
Yeah, it's just as big as Krispy Kreme. It's just as big as Dunkin' Donuts, but it's the Canadian version. And by the way, I love Tim Hortons. The Timbit, I crush some Timbits. Like, I'll get a double
The
and
little
about a dozen
baby
Timbits.
donut balls.
Yep, and I crush them. So shout out to the Canadians out there too. If you
Yeah.
care, listen. You should listen. This is the best podcast in the history of podcasts. You
We
should
just talk about
definitely
random stuff.
no, but like you should. If you're out there and you're not listening, you should start listening. I don't even care.
Oh,
That's that
that's
shot of
cool.
whiskey. Full disclosure,
yeah.
I had a first shot prior to this, and then they were like, "Oh, let's do one for the show."
Oh, that's why I feel funny. I'm like, I forgot about the shot.
Dragon's like, why is my heart racing? And I'm on fire.
Yeah, I'm like
Dragon
sweating.
never
I'm like,
drank?
He said I'm sweating.
I've never
Dragon
been
doesn't drink.
drunk, so I don't know
Yeah.
what the heck is going on.
What we were talking about? Donuts, Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, that's the way.
That light comes on.
Yeah.
Exciting news. We finally got our chaotic exposure Discord done.
Let's
Boom.
go.
Shout out to the few people behind the scenes that were helping us get going. I kind of love it.
Yeah.
Can I say one of them? I feel like he deserves a shout out.
Sure.
Oh,
Maybe we should keep that quiet.
we can edit this out.
Ooh.
Edit this part out.
Um,
I think you're right. We probably should.
so I think it's funny that we have a counting channel on our Discord, and that is the most hated between the 3 of us on the Misfits Discord. But it's like a glutton for punishment. Like, you both continue to use it, but it pisses you both off at the same time.
So, Dragon should talk first. Talk about counting, Dragon.
I hate it. I think it's gonna cause fights in the Misfits Discord. I think it almost has.
Yeah, because
But-
I shut it down that day.
But for some reason, I'm still like attracted to it.
Attracted to it.
I love the counting channel. It infuriates. Listen, our community. Like, okay, listen. I am a Misfit community member. Absolutely. Okay.
Right.
But the Misfit community really pisses me off when it comes to counting. You know who you are out there with your freaking adding reactions to numbers and putting just the worst.
It's the people
okay?
that buy those demon puppets.
It is the worst.
So it's a great. I question my own mental state a little bit when it comes to counting because of how much I love it. It does. You shouldn't. You're not supposed to like something that much.
No,
Yeah.
not something like that insignificant. But you killed me when you said it's honest work. Like, you were proud of yourself for continuing. But it is like drives me nuts because both of me and Dragon and me and you both spent time going back and forth consistently to get the numbers up. And then someone comes in and is like, I'm just gonna like screw shit up for him, and drops a 1. And I lost my shit that day. I was like, that's it.
That site though,
That's
we
it.
were like 200 something.
Oh my
and he
gosh.
just comes in and puts in a 1.
Drops a 1 down. Like we were at 200, yeah. So I was like, okay, we're done with this game. Like, shut the whole channel down. I didn't even tell Tom that I did it. I'm like, nope, you guys are in timeout. We are not doing this today. So I shut the whole channel down, and Dragon's like, just delete it. It's the worst.
Oh,
So what
man.
do? We add it to our Discord, which made complete sense.
Yes, absolutely. Because ours is going to go better.
Chaos.
We're going to have like 3,000 in there before we know it.
Oh my god.
Our Discord looks so sexy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it does look pretty good. I love the confession channel.
Yes.
Oh.
That's going to be fun to see what kind of confessions come in, and I'm so glad they're anonymous because I would judge you hardcore if I knew who was putting these
Neil's
confessions in.
baby.
That'd be one of the confessions. Neil's my baby daddy. Dragon and I are going to be in there at night leaving all these rando confessions. That would be the best.
Dragon had the idea of making a coffee shop like channel segment in Discord. So if you don't know Discord, you should. It's super fun. Even if you are a little apprehensive about it, that's where we all were. We talked about that last week. Come check it out. It's going live here. When this podcast goes out, it'll be available, right? And this coffee shop segment has all these channels, and there's this like, hey, Netflix bot that we have a channel for called Netflix Chat. So like, one thing I love, as we mentioned earlier, is TV shows, and I'm really excited to talk about the different TV shows that are out there, get recommendations, share what I love, hear from you out there what you love, and try to convince Whiskey to watch a show every once in a while. And there's other ones too, but I love like the whole list of channels, and Confessions is in there. What else is it? Counting Game.
Truth or Dare.
Oh
Which,
yeah.
what was the first couple Truth or Dares? Some of them were like really weird. Like the one dare was like sit in the lap of the person next to you, and I'm like,
I
that's
smacked my own face.
Did you do it, Neil?
Yeah,
I thought I heard one of you smack your face while you were in there.
I did it. You told me. You guys said smack your face, and I just don't always think.
Yeah, apparently.
There's like music recommendations, Cards Against Humanity, which I hear isn't the most user friendly. You have to be on 2 devices to do it, but I'm really excited to try.
Yeah, I think Dragon and I tried it, and then I ended it, and he's like, okay. Like, we didn't get very far. So, let's see. What else has been going on? Anything else?
Dragon, talk about what happened at work.
Yes.
Oh, at work. Oh.
Let's hear about your
Oh,
unfortunate
my
findings.
Saturday night. Yeah, so I guess I'm guessing it's the security guards. Like they like to use the bathroom where I'm at. I don't know why. I think it's maybe because it's more like private, or it's its own toilet or something. But somehow they keep exploding in there. Like I think they die in there, and like I don't know, and they like there's stuff like splattered everywhere, so I always have to suffer and hold it in.
He just doesn't even go in. He's just like, no.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you say it has its own toilet,
I think he means like one toilet.
Like a single
yeah.
like.
Okay.
Like
it's not like a line of stalls. It's just one.
Yeah,
toilet.
no stalls, just the one.
I was concerned.
This reminds me. Do you want to hear the weirdest bathroom I've been in? Well, I've been in a few weird ones, but I was in this one bathroom. I walk in and there are 2 toilets with no dividers, just right next to each other in one room. So you open up the door to go to the bathroom, and there's just 2 toilets in this one room with no stalls and doors. So you literally could sit next to the person, go to the bathroom, and just like carry on a conversation and be looking at them while you're going to the bathroom.
So what I picture like former USSR bathrooms like, like.
So weird.
That is weird.
The other one was the doors on the stalls were higher than the toilet. So if you sat on the toilet, people could literally see your
What?
crotch.
Come on.
While you were sitting on the toilet. Immediately, I turned around and walked out of those bathrooms before even like putting my whole body through the door. But it was enough to like stay with me. Obviously, like who thinks of this? Who thinks it's a good idea to sit next to somebody on a toilet and not have a divider?
Dividers are necessary. I mean, do I want to mess with people when there's a divider? Sure. But I also
Right?
don't want to look at them. And so this poop splatter, like, was it like everywhere? Was it in the toilet? Was it on the toilet?
Oh my god.
This time it was just like everywhere on the seat, like
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god. What happened? You know what? This is going to a bad place.
so but there is this Discord server called Milka Mocha Bear, and we all love it a lot. They have some of the best emojis that exist on the planet digitally. So what is existence? That's another question for another time. But
Deep Neil today.
there's this one where is that Peppy?
The launch off the
Yeah.
toilet? Yeah, it's the little frog.
Oh, it's a little
that-
frog.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this little frog, he's like on the toilet, and all of a sudden he shakes and he just
Launches.
skyrockets up into
It's
the
so
air.
funny. The
and all this
toilet
poop
reminds
splatter.
me of what Dragon's bathroom looked like with all the like poop splatter everywhere. And
Yeah.
then do you notice that like an actual chunk of poo falls out of his butt as he takes off?
You've studied him.
Because I use it a lot in Discord and I've seen it so many times that I'm like, was that literally poop that fell out?
You know, most people just see the splatter and kind of move on in their brain. Not Whiskey. She's on the screen, up as close as she can, looking for every splatter coming out of the
Oh my
frog's
God.
behind. Like what?
And yeah, because you can't see, Neil literally put his face up against his camera to show how closely I studied that poor little frog.
I still
Didn't
need
you
to
wear
figure
goggles?
out. Oh, I still need to figure out how to what kind of bidet to get.
Day?
Oh, a bidet?
Bidet, yeah.
Did you call
Maybe
it a
if we have-
bidet?
Bidet,
Bidet.
yeah. Bidet.
It's so cute. Maybe when we have Alex on sometime, he can walk you through
Oh
them.
yeah. Yep.
Because that's what people want to hear on a podcast is about bidets and pooping frog emojis.
Like I said, the best podcast that exists out there in this format. I mean, shout out to Crypto Bros, their video, but we're just a straight no audio, no visual, just
No
audio.
audio.
But we're the
Just
best.
a shit show.
Yeah.
Just a
but
mess.
the days are great. I want one. I don't have one. It's like a little shower for your behind, you know?
Have you tried it?
We have a guest today.
Neil's like, I just can't believe I just said that, and we're gonna move on. We do have a guest today. Super excited. Definitely one of Dragon's favorite people ever.
I mean, isn't he
Oh,
all
yeah.
of our favorite
I love
people
him.
ever?
Chris is
Yeah.
I love Chris. Where is he?
Oh,
Why isn't he here?
we're gonna have Cris Vond hop on with us and expose him.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Can we expose ourselves to him?
I want to do it. I'm gonna use my teeth.
You guys can, and we'll see how it goes. So we have Cris Vond that joined us. Welcome, Chris.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome, cutie pie.
Thank you. Was there a intro or something like before?
Yeah.
So we already recorded our part, and then
Yep.
we added you in. So you
Yeah.
don't have to sit through our shenanigans.
That's good. Thank you. Thank you for being so considerate.
Welcome to Chaotic Exposure. You're our first guest, Chris.
It's a privilege and an honor to be our first guest. The name is amazing, so I'm expecting chaos, and I couldn't be happier to be talking with three amazing individuals. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
I-
It's an honor.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Johnny. I think the honor is more on our side because
Yeah.
For sure.
anyone that knows you knows how big of a deal Chris Vond is.
Yeah.
Cris Vond is just an NFT. It's a, that's just a simple line of code.
So humble.
I know, right?
I will tell you, Chris, that we took fireball shots to start off this week. So if you see like clothes coming off and hot flashes and Dragon, like, unsure of why he's feeling a certain way, it's because we all took shots.
I'll just follow the lead.
There you go.
Good deal.
Awesome.
So maybe we can kind of go into just a little bit of how we all know each other, right? Why we're so excited that you're our first guest. Another misfit, right? One of the best misfits, an OG, the same
Day
one
one.
that has completely revamped and made our misfits into these bomb NFTs with your finishing touches on some of them with the frames and the art. We'll have to share those on our Twitter.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it
So
was
maybe
the
we can
Dexes
just yeah, the
and
Dexes.
some of the trips got the privilege of having it. A few.
My trip.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome. Yeah. So Chris, the question there is like, we all know you. We're good friends. How did you meet us?
I think this is one of the cool things about the Misfits was it brought so much cool people together, and we were together with the Needless. I think we met Neil and Whiskey first. I was actually always scared of whiskey. I would never like. I remember Ninja would go to those like safe moon spaces and go up, and it was like, "Oh, Chris is there. Come up, Chris!" And every time I saw Whiskey, I would not go there. She would like kick me so fast, and I was really scared. It was a little bit intimidating, but just because she ran that with the iron fist in that thingy. But then I actually had the privilege of meeting her in a more relaxed space, and now is completely the opposite. Maybe one of the people I feel more comfortable being around, especially in spaces or whatever it is. And Neil as well. I met Neil through Ninja. I think when Neil was working in some other like project, but I think we all find our like the Misfits give us a little bit, let us be ourselves, right?
Oh yeah.
And this is how I feel, and I felt it from day one. And I can proudly say that I'm a Misfit since day one. Like it was Tiger. And actually, the person that like when they come was Tiger was already with them. We didn't met Tiger. Was Yoshi. Yoshi was actually the one that contacted us, because we're doing some spaces with the Needless, and he actually contacted us and said, "I want to do a space because I was so busy working, didn't have time to do stuff." And Yoshi actually was Yoshi and AM that actually hosted that space for us, and when we met the Misfits. And one cool thing like that I identify immediately, and you can ask Alex and Tom, this is why I was so close for them since day one, always in the background with them a lot. And you guys know I'm not a lot to go publicly. If I want to say something to you, I say it on the back. I give my support on the back. I don't give my support frontally. And I noticed straight away when I saw a Dex, and it was I look and it was Fidi from Prodigy, the actual singer. And like I was something that nobody noticed, these little nuances. And I was looking, is this something related to mental health? And he said, yeah, that's actually exactly what it is. And it was at the same time I lost my niece to mental health. Um, so it make me even stronger wanting to be a Dex, right? Is everything you represent, but that thing like especially, and I always felt felt like they were also finding their like places. The project was still growing, right? They had a very solid idea. This is one thing I like about the Misfits. It's growing, but it's growing with the roots well based, right? This is why I love projects like this, right? It's different from what it was, but it's still the same. It's growing where it should grow. The basis was there all the time. What they wanted to do was clear from the beginning, and because of that, they always make us feel like we could be ourselves there. There was no need for like shilling, promoting. Oh, don't say this because you're gonna FUD. There was never FUD there, right? We were just talking about things, and I like let's be honest. When Alex is there, we don't have a chance to say much. So
Yeah, totally.
look at look at Tom. I think it was 6 months before I listened to Tom voice. I don't know if Tom was American, if he was Australian, if it was real or not. But there
Oh,
was there was somebody called Tom there all the time. So, but no, I'm joking.
that's awesome. I remember
And yeah,
I remember really early on before, so like last week we talked about how we kind of got into Discord and goofing around. Long before that really even took shape, before Whiskey was the community manager, there was a certain trial going on. And I feel like for me at least, that's when I started spending time with everybody. Like I was exiting a project around that time and had some extra time that I would normally spend working on whatever, and there was this trial happening, and some of the most hilarious commentary
Oh
anywhere that
yeah, between
I've
him
ever
and
heard
Ninja for
were
sure.
just coming from you. You guys talk about that. I was new to, I felt like I was kind of the kid that nobody really knew back then, but
The Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, when we would stream it in Chris's Discord,
yeah.
and yeah, that was so entertaining. Like Ninja would go and get his popcorn. Like he would
it
go get
was.
popcorn and sit, and we would all watch this trial, and Chris and would commentate, and like there's still ongoing inside jokes, like Couch and Mega Pint, and occasionally you'll see those gifs show up on Twitter.
I
No,
won an Amber Turd, Chris.
you wanna, yeah, you did. Like nobody worked. Like they were doing work. I said, listen, nobody's gonna work. I need to watch this. Right? This this is bigger than life. This is the trial of the century. I didn't watch like O.J. Simpson and shit. I'm not losing this one, right? Like it was, and like it was a kind of a disease, right? I was like, and then I was like, Ninja, you have to watch. And then people were like, if I didn't stream that thingy, people were like sending me DMs, why are you not streaming? What happened? Are we gonna
Yeah.
Yeah.
start? Is something, do we know the verdict on something like this? And there were a lot of people watching that shit with us, right? There was a lot of people coming.
You would get pinged. Like people would ping us in Discord and be like, "We're starting the trial. Let's go." And we would all
Let's
jump in into a voice chat and watch it. It was so sad when it was over though, because we're like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Well, we
it
found
was, but
something.
yeah, I found another one. I found
another
another
time."
one. But I don't want to get addicted to that thing again. But is the Marilyn Manson one is coming up?
Oh
Uh-oh.
yeah.
And
But
there was
so after the Johnny Depp trial ended though, we all found something else to obsess over. Keep hanging out. Do you remember that? Starting a
yeah, the
project.
girls, the girls, the girls.
Oh.
Uh, like I still have like 100 of them. Like what the hell? What the hell is wrong with us, right?
I have a whole wallet filled with those things. Actually sold one and then used that to mint misfits. So if anything out of that, I did get like a misfit or two from it.
But
Minted like
you were actually selling. I think Dragon was selling a bunch of them.
I
Oh
had
yeah,
Chris help
I
me
made
make
my money
one.
off it, but I think that Meta Girlfriends was the thing that brought us together. Like,
No,
Isn't that sad?
it brought
yeah,
no, it brought us before, and I think one of the things, and this is what they're establishing is it's and something that is misses in this space, it's a proper way of communication, right? Like
Yep.
we were all like, it was so convenient for us all to be on Twitter, and like we were all on Twitter, and then we had spaces on Twitter, and I still remember like we were supposed to be in Discord, and I actually left that group on Twitter because I said, no, if I want, I go to Discord, because nobody's on Discord, right? We couldn't use like Discord to be what was so like so much stuff. We had like 4 or 5 groups, different groups, just for the misfits, right? It was the next one, was the main one, was the bar or Arcadia one, was group after group. But again, I think the real reason is it's just how the community is and how clean the project is in terms of everybody being their self, everybody's supportive, everybody is friendly, and you don't see this I go to other communities, some of them are awesome, but then you see a lot of like rivalry inside of the group, like everything is it's turned against this way of like just focusing on the floor, on the success, and measuring success by volume and by all of this, and they actually forget that this is a community project, bro. You value like the real metric here is people, is not the floor. It's nothing to do with the floor, with the business.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the misfits, it's our ground.
So going from Misfits to what you've been working on, you have made quite a lot of noise on Twitter lately in a good way. There's
Yeah.
Cris Vond flooding my feed, and it's just so exciting to see. Um, can you kind of tell us about your NFT project that you started, what you're minting at? Kind of just an idea for people that would be
Oh,
listening
sure.
to know.
So like I've been working on this project for a long time, right? And I'll always put it on the side while I was working for other projects. Uh, and I just found maybe it wasn't the best like time to do it because of maybe of the market or just trends. What else is trending, right? Actually some stuff that we need to take care of it. But I didn't care, right? Like something I don't like. I didn't care, but the project was always about building, about finding solutions, right? And stuff that I see issues that we have a lot of people building so much cool stuff in the back end and so much stuff that we can do with the contracts, but you don't actually see people actually building what does it matter, that is user interface, that is dApps, that is utilities for it. And me being able to connect the art with the fashion, and the fashion being something that is so related to people, something that can be easily introduced, and is something that everybody like already does it in their daily life. It would be the perfect vehicle to actually build this e-commerce utilities like this, having this digital items connected to the actual physical one. So it started with Defy Elitism. So it's the first collection, is 1,000 pieces. And it's based on the work I did for Solon. It's fuck capitalism. I don't know if I can say bad words here, but
Yeah,
here
you're
it
good.
is.
It's fine.
And it's can say like how can I say something like that about capitalism if we're all dealing with capitalism, right? And it's just a critique about where are we with capitalism in our days, right? It's nothing to do with what was supposed to do. We need it for to actually function. It's a perfect way of actually doing trading, doing business, like barting, like we used to do. But it's rotten, it's corrupted, it's not being applied as it should be, is not balanced, right? And Web3 was supposedly to be like coming to be again, to be individual, and it can be balanced again, right? Because it make us so much easier to access things, right? Like to access stuff that was so hard, like even a stock, right? To be able to buy go in like a project is so easy. I like the project, I buy the token, I buy the NFT, and I'm in that project, right?
I don't need to go to this big company that will take me a big fee, and this big company that takes me a big fee is going to take another fee from another company that will do those things, right? In the end, the money goes to everybody except me when it comes to take profit. So I did that was like based on that is 1,000 pieces. They are all based on those. There are I think 45 animations in the collection,
Oh.
and 4 related to elitism. That's like a preview already for the next collection coming in. And those 4 animations is the one where you have those stick figures playing around the painting, and they will end up doing a bunch of crazy stuff. And it's just a way to have
My favorite.
to be like fun, to be a way to express like society problems, but in a fun way, without arming, without being like without firing, without being too extremist, to whatever. Like I don't like that kind of philosophy, and I didn't want it to expose there. But I agree that we need to expose those things, and sometimes just say the message as we want. That's related to the art, but it's much more than that. So the philatelism, it's the connection between physical and digital items, in this case fashion. And by minting the project, not only you're going to be a part owner of the brand, the online shops of the brand, you're also going to get a limited edition t-shirt. You're going to get a signed poster, and signed poster. You're going to get a physical item of that collection, and probably much more stuff. Access to the website. There is something else that we are doing. So we're doing tools for e-commerce, and like building automatic market makers to be able to accept crypto payment. We're gonna have token gated subdomain security levels. Like I think I've talked in space about this. And what we're doing is not only we're using that NFT to actually token gate it, but I'm also using the mint of subdomains to actually do a second layer verification of the ownership as a KYC, right? For you to be able to actually claim. And the cool thing, one of the cool things that I love about it, and this will be the first time I'm going to talk this public about some of the cool things that I want to do. It's actually when you buy, and this is all thinking about having giving value not only when you buy the NFT and you claim the clothes, or if you can buy the NFT and not claim those clothes. You can keep the NFT. Imagine my brand gets bigger. Those all those items are like limited. You can actually just buy the NFT, hold the NFT, don't claim your clothes, and you can later on sell that NFT to other person, and the other
Whoa.
person can actually claim it. So I'm giving like a
Yeah.
bunch of value on the secondary, right? But the way I can actually do this is, and this will be a first, I'm going to say here, this is was like a secret. It's when you're actually going to mint and claim your shirt, I'm going to embed in the metadata all your preference before. So all the stuff that you choose, like the size, the color, whatever you choose, is going to be the metadata of your digital item.
Wow.
So
Awesome.
yeah,
Wow.
Wow.
and this
We got alpha right there.
Right?
And so here's the thing about Chris, that I've always been astounded at from before he even knew who I was, because I knew about him long before he knew about me. And I want to talk about this too, because I'm just genuinely fascinated. But you were a really well known DJ in Portugal, right?
mhm.
You're an artist, like a legit one. Your OpenSea, dude, is the best OpenSea fit page that's ever existed in the history of OpenSea. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Anyone
Nope.
disagree?
It's amazing.
That is the greatest animation ever.
Yeah.
Like I would stare at it for hours.
So you have you're a DJ, well, really good artist. But the kicker to me is you're also a dev, like a legit Web3. Now, there's people that call themselves devs in the Web3 world that I would never hire in the Web2 world, and that's part of what I do for a living is work with devs, right? But like you are a real Web3 dev, and you just if you're listening to the podcast, I would recommend going back and re-listening to everything Chris just said, because there's a lot of significant things when you talk about adoption of this space that Chris is literally tackling. In a lot of ways, if not the first, definitely the best way so far. And I don't say that lightly, but I've always just been like, this guy, he's like a renaissance man. And at the same time, we're in Discord watching a trial of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And it's just like, who is this man? You know, like,
Mm.
yeah.
No, that comes from the basis. Like I don't feel like I do more than other person. I just actually try and learn, right? And I actually try and do. And it's not that I say a lot, right? But I'm proud to say that every single project I've did so far, being able to talk a lot about it or not, I can proudly say that all those people are extremely happy what I did, and they would hire me as a consultant in the art beat, like ever again, right? And I noticed that in like in Vegas, like people that I didn't know, but they actually talk with people that I already worked, and I think that's the best compliment you can have. It's having like that kind of thing. A- At least for me, the rest is like irrelevant. I don't kiss and tell, and a lot of people like know this.
I love it.
but but
Dragon's like, that's
but
good.
yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
I
Good to
will not
know.
tell anybody, bro. Like that we have kiss. But it's just the way, Neil, like I was saying, it's just the way that my mind worked. Like it's good, but it's also a curse because I've done so many different stuff that I found that it's very easy for me to lose interest in doing stuff because I like it like the problem is I can see the problem maybe I had and it's not exciting anymore. So I don't do it, and unfortunately, like I always been suffering with health issues, mental health issues, a bunch of those stuff that also like make me put a break in a bunch of cool stuff. And that's one of the reasons why I start actually to do music and get away from coding, designing, and all of those things was because of I wanted something that I could just relax, something simple, something nice as music. But then COVID came, right? So we need to adapt and adjust again. But like I was saying before, uh, that's not like all, right? So you can have your data embedded on that on on that metadata. So when you actually claim, and this is all think about, you know, you guys already know me that I always think about doing stuff, right? And
Yeah.
one of the issues I think a lot is having not only we can create a new way of business, right? But is also having sustainable business, right? It's business that you actually take care of the environment and have the less over things on that you can do. And that's also one of the reasons why that embed data there. So I like the stuff that is made, the stuff that is purchased over there, that's the stuff is going to be done, right? Once it's sold out, that's when you start doing, right? Because I don't see the need of having to throw stuff away to doing so. No, like just do something that will be sustainable. If people approve the way that you're doing business, they will not mind waiting 2, 3, 4 weeks to get their stuff, right? Because it's going to be unique already. So and it's gonna just increase the value, and you're not like just getting cheap stuff made and a bunch of them just to have it, and then it's a waste of materials, a waste of energy, a waste of everything. Like we can tackle a bunch of this stuff like this. So having that in mind, having a sustainable manufacturing amount uh, was also very important to me. And with the
Yeah.
digital assets, right?
Yeah.
We have to
Yeah.
stop using
Merging the Web 2, Web 3, real world
yeah
all in one. Yeah. Which is
yeah
super cool.
we weird. A lot of people, and it makes sense now. A lot of people want to avoid to use NFTs. They want to call it digital assets, and to take away a little bit of that
That's
lingo.
funny.
Yeah, because it's easier for adoption. NFTs came too strong, too fast, too hard, and
Yep.
and it didn't have time to mature, and he already has a bad rap.
Yeah. Yeah, I could
The
see
best
that.
part about your stuff is also the fashion line. I love it. I love your beanies
Yeah,
that you're coming out. Your puffer jackets. Oh my god,
will
gorgeous.
come. We just need like to mint, and it's like it's gonna happen because there's stuff on the making that I cannot disclose yet. So that's why I'm not worried about if people mint or not, if the project mint out fast. I wish it did, right? Because I could take that out of the way. But I'm not worried because some cool stuff is gonna happen, and then it's gonna be too late. And I don't think people realize this is the only 1,000. There always gonna be. I'm not gonna make more.
Yeah.
Like
And
if then it,
did you say what you were minting at?
so it's meeting at 0.15
So
per
that's a lot
per.
for not that much right now that you're getting.
You're getting a lot, right?
Mhm.
I think you're getting a lot, and I really wanted for them, like, this is also people are getting like art NFT. They're getting those clothes, and I hope that they realize that there's not much left, right? To actually, because of the development of all these things, like I'm not I could have not given all of those, reduce the price, make a bunch of them, and try to sell as just as income, just to make money to actually do only the project. But I actually wanted for those people to have something that are there related to that, right? And like there's a bunch of stuff over there, so like, but
And
I
and
think
and what Whiskey's saying is like the price of Ethereum is
Mhm.
way down right now. 0.15 for all that you are getting is actually in real fiat dollars. You're getting a fashion brand, you're getting the T-shirt poster, you're getting all these things. There's not a ton left after with the value of Ethereum. 0.15 is nothing. I mean, just to kind of
it's
emphasize
not.
that a little.
Right.
It's not a ton, like a ton left, because like the money will not be used to manufacture the other stuff. Like I said, how the business model is done for the other stuff to come out. The beanies will come out very soon because I already have people that can actually do the way I want it, and they will probably be starting to sell even before the collection mints, right? So it's something. So the beans, but there's going to be some cool stuff with that NFT, because some of the beans, and I wanted to do something like nice on when I put stuff out, is having the stuff that is coming out, and actually having the holders to pick which one they want to be for themselves only, because even with the beans, one of those colors will only be for the people that hold the NFT. Like if you don't have it, that specific color, or and they all gonna be like, they all gonna be end signed, and the
Nice.
only ones I'm gonna end sign are the ones that the holders have. Like, it's just bringing value. Like you don't actually creating a brand, but it's something for the future that you're making sure that you're creating that extra value for it. And I want to do that with like everything. Some of the stuff will only be for the holders, but I wanted to make maybe something fun in the future where everybody choose which one they want, like which one of those they actually prefer to have it, and then they can vote as a DAO, and then that one will only be for them. And not to talk about the actual ship integration of the clothes with the AR, and the bunch of stuff that we can do with that for authentication of the things. You can actually use my clothes as a ticket to go to events if I have a
Ooh.
partnership with them.
Yeah.
Again, if you have one of those uniques that you hold the NFT, you probably can go to the VIP part, right? An extra level of interest in there. But it's just a question of using all of those stuffs, and the actual problem that we need to actually tackle is the user interface, is how we're gonna interact with those things. How can we have the same experience in Web 2, but in Web 3 on the metaverse? If I go there and buy a wearable, like a digital wearable, and that one can be claimed for a physical one. And how can we do that? That is the same way that we do now, like just with the press of a button, like easy to do. And but having those little things, and the actual tag of the clothes is also the metadata of the NFT. That's fun.
Cool.
That looks
Oh, that's
awesome.
cool.
Yeah. So inside, instead of having size M, is the actual metadata. The same way that you see the metadata in code is how it's going to be inside the clothes.
Now, not to take too far off away, because I mean, again, I think I could talk about this for the rest of the afternoon, but I don't. For the sake of time, one of the moments that just to and this is completely a squirrel moment. Okay, I'm off in a different direction completely in my head. Fair warning. But there was this moment as I was kind of getting to know you better on a one-on-one level. You're in a space, and somebody asked you a golden shower,
Oh my god!
and you were like, "Yeah, let's bring everybody in. We'll give everyone a shower. It's great." Uh, I loved
Is
that
that
moment,
girl
but
next to it?
I thought maybe we could share that story a little bit. Or we can
Yeah.
edit this out and not talk about it anymore.
This
Whatever.
is
I'm
all
not
part of the chaos. I love it.
I'm not English, so certain like phrases or whatever customs you guys have over there like
Customs.
are different to me. So like that girl over there that is
Our
you're talking with
customs
us.
is to be drunk and breaking things
No.
and no.
Yeah, and golden showers, like, and they were like, and they were talking normal about it. That lady over there, Mr. Whiskey, and she was with someone else. She was not alone. There were two of them. That makes it's like a Ethereum validator. There were two people validating that story. Like they were talking about, because the conversation went from a way that it looks like it was something else, and they were like, "Oh, a golden shower," and I thought it was, I don't know, some like a bloody
Glitter.
Turkish bath, like a Turkish bath, whatever it is. And they were like, "Oh, this is good." I said, "Oh, okay. So are they using some kind of cream with gold flakes? Can we like? It's good for your skin." Like that's so fun. I'm gonna like, and then I was like, okay, next in the night, I'm gonna take to the boys. We all gonna take like a golden shower and get nice skin and shit. And they were like, yeah, Chris, like that's thing. And I was actually searching online for golden shower. I was looking for like creams, and
What'd you find?
they kept. There was some cream with some gold flakes, like I thought, but then yeah, but then it came. I
So I
saw.
I
You
didn't
saw
even feel
more.
bad. You saw more than you needed to or
I
wanted to.
did, but they kept tricking me, Neil. They keep
It,
tricking me. Yeah, it's good for you. Like you're gonna love it. Your skin gonna look amazing, and
he
then
was
shit.
so cute because he's like he was so intrigued, and it was just so easy to keep going and be like, yeah, you know this, you should try it. It's just what, it's normal, and just it was good, so he just was so interested in it, and it was adorable. And then once he finally found out what it was, he was like, seriously, like, this is what is happening in this space right now.
Oh man,
Imagine,
fast forward.
imagine me coming to my wife and said, "Baby, do you want to have a golden shower thingy? Can I golden shower your back or something like this?" Like,
Oh man. And
oh
then
my
so we
god,
go play Among Us as a community, and
yeah, the Among
we're
Us.
I'm in a bathroom, and Chris goes, "Neil, come here. I need to show you a shower."
I think there was like three of you in that shower together too.
Yeah, we were
Wasn't
we were a
there?
bunch of
Yeah,
them.
there was
Lele,
something
Lele
about
was
a
there.
horn and a
It was Lele.
and a golden shower and the
Yeah.
showers. I tried to
It was
find the showers. It was that big
no,
map.
no, no. And it was and it wasn't the big one. It was the small one. DJ Lele,
Oh, it
Alex.
was that one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he likes to play a lot with that unicorn thingy.
Yeah, you and Alex together in Among Us is just not a good idea.
No, and Among Us, like that's a good community exercise because Among Us brings the worst out of it from people.
You see
Like
everyone's
it,
true colors.
it's not even in poker. Like poker, you're like doing that in nuances, right? You're bluffing and said no, there, no. You're like you're hard, like fucking hard lying in people's faces, like accusing other people of doing shit and all that.
The
So it's
lies have
my
lies have lies, and you don't know
oh
who
the
to
lies
believe.
Oh yeah.
over lies over lies over lies.
Yeah.
Sorry, my
Speaking of poker, you're kind of a bit of a poker shark. You kind of
no
clean it
no
up.
I never played poker before.
Get out of
Dragon
here.
Dragon is a beast.
Get out of here. I
No,
think you've
poker
won
is
the
fun.
most games out of our community games and our little basement poker club. We were talking about that earlier.
Like 4 games in a row. Was that?
You won
4
4 games
games
in a
in a
row.
row? Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's
Um,
not
No,
bad.
I'm okay. It's not
Yeah.
I'm
bad.
gonna put a bounty out. I'm gonna give one of my own misfits away for someone taking you out.
You
No,
know,
I
like
got this last game. Like sometimes it's hard for me because the games are late. Like
Yeah.
for me, they're always late, and but I just try like to have fun. But this last game was hard. Like people are getting better. Like I can see it. Except
Yeah.
yeah, but the best part about Chris is he's always busy doing all this stuff, but he's also always playing with us. He's always playing Among Us. He's playing poker with us while he's working. He's just became a great friend. He's my best friend, and I love him so much.
Any
And
nicknames for him?
someday I'm gonna steal his underwear.
I give it. Like
Believe it.
I've done. This is the cool thing about this, right? Because a lot of the issues that I got and you get so deep in stuff. Like even if you're dealing with like I take stuff very serious, right? And like stuff like smart contracts and all of those things, and even advising people what's the best thing to do. I take it really because it's very serious. Like one fucking mistake or one bad advice, and I can destroy that project, right?
Yeah.
So you can take a toll on you, like on pressure and stress and stuff like this. So like again, there comes the misfits and all these things, and it's important that not is this will serve as advice for everybody. It's important you take your time. You can still be working, but you take your time, be with your community, play a little bit. You don't gonna lose your life because you spend a couple of hours a day with people that you like to be playing a little bit, distract yourself, go to their community, say hello, say good morning, whatever it is, because it's important for our mental stability, for us to be. And if I'm not there, I'm on, even if I'm talking with other people on like WhatsApp or doing some kind of project, I just go to my Discord and I hang in there. Somebody comes in, ask me a little thing. I'm always open to help. That's like we do.
That's what I love about you. I always see you sitting there, and like every time I have a question, I always go over there and ask you, and you know everything. You
I don't
you
know
help me out
everything.
with everything. I love it.
No, I help with the little things. You guys know everything.
Get out of here. I think it should be Chris Vond, the Renaissance Man. I think that's the brand.
The phrase, no, it's like too much. Like I think like it's normal. Like I think the issue is that I can do a lot of things. I'm okay at a lot of things, but maybe I don't excel at one thing because of doing so much stuff. But I don't know. It's like I've been doing so much stuff for so long that I thought it was normal that you knew a bunch of stuff. Like you just learn, right?
I
It's
have a
just
question. So if I move to Portugal, will you marry me?
I marry you, but you have to sleep there. You sleep here
Oh, I'll sleep anywhere.
in my
I'll
in the
sneak
couch.
into your bed.
I think King is coming here, and we should do
Oh
the meetup.
no.
I said
He doesn't want to come
I don't
now.
know. No, the feet, bro. It doesn't come here, bro.
No,
We're
not
gonna
the feet. Well, I bet they smell, dude.
we're gonna
No.
find. They smell. It's impossible not to smell.
Mm.
Like I don't think it smells. You know why? Not
So
even
dry.
smell. Not even smell would survive in that dryness. They are so dry. It's like Mars. Nothing survives there, bro. It's as dry as feet ever.
Uh,
It was
yeah, like
the, but,
last
but
night
the
he
last
posted, and
again.
I had to take a picture of my feet with my soccer cleats and post it on Discord because his feet were
Actually,
just chilling there.
actually, the last picture he shared, one of them, they looked like they were getting moisturized. I think is starting to put some cream, aloe
They're
vera.
getting better.
I think so. They were. I don't know if he did something to them. They were not so. But normally, bro, they're like, I don't know, like the fucking desert, like dry, dry, dry,
Need
dry.
a pedicure.
And he
King is
thinks
a
that they are beautiful.
King is a member of our little NFT family community, and for some reason, he takes it upon himself to initiate any new people that come in pictures of his feet, and they are just like Chris said, incredibly dry
Yeah.
feet. But yeah, King
So
is awesome. We love King.
it's
He's
it's
coming to
it's
visit you.
it's King 6. I think he's coming. So like you and I'm like in Portugal. Portugal is a very religious country, and I think this year or next is gonna be the youth thing. I don't know if you how you call it, that gathering of kids from Christian church, Catholic. I don't know how you say in English.
Conference of some kind.
Yeah, so the world thingy, and I think they want to come, and if they come, and we should do the gathering should be in Portugal. Like Drill wants to take us to the middle of nowhere. After
Girl
I
wants to
don't
take
know,
us to the woods,
I
and I don't know
I
what.
don't know, I don't know if I trust that thingy, bro. Like the guy drives tanks and a bunch of stuff. So it's kind of
Now there's
yeah.
an alter ego of Chris that goes around. That's the masculine way of saying Chris. There's another name that gets floated around, and we don't have to talk about it. But if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it.
Me? Masculine?
Oh, we
This
just
dragon? Look at my dog.
what do you call him sometimes, Dragon?
Oh, Christiana, that crazy lady.
Let's not talk about that corset story, please.
Yeah. No, who made the Twitter on that? Because she was like everywhere.
I don't
She
know.
like took over the chats, everything.
That's
So-
I don't want to remember. Like I love ropes, like the Japanese kimonos thingy. They are fresh. Since I've tried the ones for my wife, I love them and I wear them always. They are the softest thing ever on your skin.
oh no.
But no, I'm not talking about corsets. I'm talking about kimonos. That ropes, that silky thing on your, like when you have that summer breeze, the summer breeze on your skin, and that lets the air come in. It's beautiful. Not that shit. I want to talk about that fucking corset shit. Nobody's
To
talking
your
again.
fashion line?
No.
No.
It's my
No, that's like
favorite thing Chris does sometimes when he strongly disagrees or is like needs to like break it. He says no like several times in a row. No,
Right.
no, 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 no,
no.
no. And it's
Yeah.
my favorite. But it like warms my heart.
This came. I think this came because of Ninja. I had to repeat. What this is great. No. You don't know.
Because
Was
Ninja
because
says,
of like
listen, listen,
Ninja.
listen.
Yeah. It was listen. I said no. How many times you said listen? I would say no.
Well,
Yeah.
Dragon Whiskey, do you have any other last questions that you want to ask Chris?
I do not. Dragon, do you have anything else that you want to throw in there?
No, I think We're good.
I just again, we're brand new. Really excited to try to bring something a little different to the space. Because there's a lot of great content right now being created, but it is all very serious, right? And that's not a knock. And there's even it's not a knock against anybody else, but we're gonna try to do something a little different. Try to just have a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's needed. Like, because you can have fun and still be objective, right? And like, if this is about teams or people or some kind of subject, and we should. I love it. I should like when I saw it was the three of you like doing this. I think it's a perfect mix, and I just wish you guys. I wish that you guys keep doing it and keep getting better and better. Make it bigger, and if you keep being as you guys are, you're gonna be just fine.
Thank you.
well, just the fact that you came on and
Oh, I was
willing to
honored.
be our first guest. I mean,
I will be here anytime you guys want. You just call me and I'll be here.
might hold
I
you to
still
that.
need to figure out why I'm here, but I'm having fun. And
Dragon's
having
not
it's
allowed to
an
leave
honor
yet.
that you came.
It's that mic voice, bro. Like what the
I
hell?
know.
I need to
Right?
find. I need to
It's
get
so
one of those.
sultry.
I need to get one of those. You get that protection so you don't leak the mic. Is that it?
Oh yeah, I watched
Do you know?
YouTube videos and they're like telling
Do
me to get this, and then you gotta kiss it.
do you know?
He's
Do you know
he
why?
smelled it earlier.
Do
Yeah.
you know why that thing is there?
It's to get rid of the extra air or something like that.
Is
No?
to eliminate is to eliminate the sound from S's and R's. The S's. Every time you say an
Yeah.
S with a microphone, it kind of glitches the microphone. It makes a terrible sound. So
Weird.
that cleans the
Mhm.
some kind of letters, the end letters from when you speak. Is Neil shouting at me?
Shouting at my children in the
You know the
background.
nice thing when you're on camera, you can see what everybody's doing.
Um,
Right before we started recording, Dragon comes over, sits down, and he's got like this vest thing on and this what was it like a airsoft gun or some kind of BB gun or something. He sits down and he's like ready to go.
yeah, I brought I put on my bulletproof vest and
What's that? What's that, my friend? Tell me about that.
and
What
I
what
brought
is that
this gun. Oh, gee.
what is that contraption you have over there? What do you use that for?
So last
Are
time
you
when we did a recording, there was a fly that was attacking me. So I put on my bulletproof vest and then I came out with my salt gun, and this thing shoots salt like to kill the flies and bugs. Cause I'm scared of spiders, so I use this to just destroy them. Pretty cool.
America, any
so
excuse to make a gun, we make it. Right?
every
Yeah,
excuse to use again?
you put salt in here and then it just pumps, it shoots salt.
Actually, that was like I hate that when I was a kid. So near the beach, we had like this old man that used to like to grow like oysters, right? And like this private singing, and we were go just being a kid, we go there and we actually went there to fucking steal those things, right? That's to go and eat like just kids like playing around, but not like. And those dudes, they used to put salt in the shotguns. Like that thing is worse than actually
Oh yeah, yeah.
bullets, man,
Yeah,
because it
Salt bullets, like they're like these big rock salt.
and the issue is that like salt is very good to actually heal, like salt in the water, like on the sea. But if you actually do a wound with salt, bro, it never heals, bro. It takes ages to actually cure.
That's
And
gnarly. Did you get shot with one by that guy?
oh, so many times, bro.
Like,
wow.
so
Bro, it was we were playing football on the street, and these people like they don't like us because the ball would go to their yard or whatever it is, bro. Like
Wow.
they throw you stones or fucking shoot you.
that sounds like a scary place to live.
No, it's assault. Like it's assault. Like,
When we were
no problem.
talking, when we were creating our Discord, and I was just talking about how like I wonder how many people are gonna come simp on whiskey in the Discord, and we quickly realized, you know what? It's actually Dragon. He's gonna be the one that has the most like people coming in to like hit on him and like talk to
Yeah.
him, because he's got that voice, Chris, like you said.
It's the voice, bro. It's the voice.
Yeah.
I wish, I wish I had a voice like that.
Dude, you should see my DMs after the first episode. Like a bunch of cougars.
Oh,
They were telling me
bro,
to keep going, saying roar. I'm like,
Roar?
I don't know.
bro,
But
I
I guess
cannot
here we
imagine.
go. Here we go.
Oh
Roar.
my gosh.
No, I want to. I want to hear you saying like in bed and saying like, "Touch my face, kiss me in the mouth,
Oh my god.
call me a lion."
Oh, me a lion? What?
Yoga bonito.
Oh boy.
It's like a bonita, and he even speaks. That's like Brazilian, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a football star.
He is. We're all gonna dress up in cheerleader outfits one day to cheer him on.
Yes.
Like to Sharon, who's that lovely girl? So beautiful. Again, like I don't know how. Like I feel the same. How the hell does fucking ugly dudes make so amazing pretty
I don't
girls?
know.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? They're like if there's a mystery, like if people don't get the muse and like this wow with actually like life, it's crazy. Like even an ugly dude can make a beautiful thing. Like so, if you don't believe you can make something amazing, just look at our daughters.
Just have
That's
a
kind of
dog.
rude, but I'll take it.
It's rude. I was never known to be a liar, bro.
I think on that note, I mean, Whiskey, take us out here, but
I think we're good. I think we've taken
we're good.
enough of Chris's time. I think that we were able to kind of let our listeners kind of get a feel for what he's been up to and him add to our little bit of chaos that we like to have weekly. So again, thank you for joining us and hope that
Sure,
you'll be
follow him.
back. Yes. We will tweet out your minting information too on our chaotic exposure Twitter as well so that people know where to mint and stuff.
Yes, go and mint like
Yes.
100 of them, and also mint.
I have one. I'm gonna get a second one personally. If you want to just go be dazzled, go check out that OpenSea. But Chris, again, thank you.
No, you guys are welcome. Thank you so much for having me and being like the first is like I'm gonna cherish for. Am I gonna get like this thing like a thingy with saying I was the first one in this show?
We'll send you like a Dundee with like chaotic
Yeah, Dundee.
exposures
Ooh.
first. Yeah,
No,
you
that's
kind of
good.
set the
That's
bar.
awesome.
What the next guests are gonna have a lot to live up to.
Are.
No, like I don't think. I think they need to. They need to.
No pressure.
But it was fun again, and I wish you guys all the best, and thank you so much for having me in
Thanks,
your
Chris.
show,
Yes, thank
and
you.
cannot wait to hear the next one.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right.
Bye bye
So
everybody.
that is another episode of Chaotic Exposure. Thank you, Chris, for being on, and we will be back next week.
Chris, send nudes.